Swimming Club.
So this is now our 15 and overs
The girls 11 and under 50 metre freestyle.
for our multi-class 50 metres backstroke. Ava Dennis, another solid performance from her. Sarah Howe sitting in lane 5 around that second place spot. Onto the wall. Keeping an eye on the time there. Nice little drop from Ava, 36 this morning, 35 this afternoon. It's really nice to see these girls having the ability to back up in the evening session and go a little bit faster for finals. And we'll wait for those results to come through.
Introducing Heat 1 of Event 48, the men's 50 metre backstroke multiclass, sponsored by Need for Speed. In Lane 1, Oliver Jarrett from South Gippsland Bass Swimming Club. Lane 2, Dane Hornsby from Geelong Swimming Club. Lane 3, Levi Jarrett from South Gippsland Bass Swimming Club. Lane 4, Matthew Goose from Pyalong Piranha Swim Club. Lane 5, Eli Kerr from Warrnambool Swimming Club. Lane 6, Max Chandler from Wangaratta Amateur Swimming Club. Lane 7, Luke Wilson from South Gippsland Bass Swimming Club. Lane 8, Blake Warren from Terrelgan Swimming Club.
Away we go now. It's the men's turn for the 50 metre backstroke multi-class. Our 14 and unders in the water. And we have a stack of these youngsters competing across this Country Long Course Championships weekend. Some great little competitions within the race here between lanes 4 and 5. Matthew Skews and Eli Kerr almost stroke for stroke as they come down under the flags. It's like Eli just with that reach onto the wall. It's going to get the touch in first place, so 34.69. Some of our youngsters in the outside lanes doing some great work across the weekend as well. The likes of Oliver Jarrett, just 11 years of age from South Gippsland Bass, as well as Blake Warren, also 11 from Terrelgan Swimming Club.
Introducing Heat 2 of Event 48, the men's 50 metre backstroke multiclass, sponsored by Need for Speed. In Lane 0, Aaron Skinner from Geelong Sharks Swimming Club. Lane 1, Ryan McGrain from Geelong Swimming Club. Lane 2, Lockie Bellion from Terrelgan Swimming Club. Lane 3, Riley Blitz from Geelong Swimming Club. Lane 4, James Logan from Geelong Sharks Swimming Club. Lane 5, Dylan Logan from Geelong Swimming Club. Lane 6, Theon Ginley from Warrnambool Swimming Club. Lane 7, David Bale from Wodonga City Swimming Club. Lane 8, Bradley Doolan from Geelong Swimming Club. Lane 9, Cody Johnston from Naya Two Bay Swan Hill.
Now time for our 15 and over boys in the men's 50 metre backstroke multi-class. It's the brothers versing one another in lanes 4 and 5. Both S15 athletes, James Logan and Dylan Logan. Not a lot between them in this morning's heat session, but Dylan just flying through in tonight's final. Must have been conserving a little bit of energy today. In lane 3 doing well there, Riley Blitz. Will be Dylan first to the wall, ahead of James. Riley touches in third. Finn and Lockie pretty close together there. And I think almost everyone in that final beating their time from this morning, so well done to the boys.
Introducing the finalists of event 49, the girls 14 and 15 years 100 metre butterfly. In lane 0, Pippa Brown from Geelong Swimming Club. Lane 1, Chloe Swarrick from Terrelton Swimming Club. Lane 2, Charlotte McConville from Bendigo Hawks Aquatic. Lane 3, Phoebe Balcombe from Terrelton Swimming Club. Lane 4, Hannah Buchanan from Sale Swimming Club. Lane 5, Sophia Beaton from Ballarat Gold Swimming Club. Lane 6, Bryn Kirk from Wodonga City Swimming Club. Lane 7, Arabella Johnson from Geelong Swimming Club. Lane 8, Lucy Pascoe from Bendigo Hawks Aquatic. Lane 9, Sienna Hunt from South Gippsland Bass Swimming Club.
Away we go with the girls 14, 15 years, 100 metre butterfly. Hannah Buchanan in lane 4, the fastest qualifier. Next to her, Sophia Beaton. The only two girls this morning that went under the 110. I think we're going to see some faster swims though this evening as they come through that first 35 metres. Side by side in those golden lane is Hannah and Sophia. Also up along with them is Bryn Kirk from Wodonga City. As we come into the turn, those three are going to be nice and tight. Also a fast start in the outside lanes here. Pippa Brown in lane 0, probably sitting in around that 4th place spot. And then over on the far side of the pool, Sienna Hunt also up with the group. It is still super close between lanes 4 and 5. Starting to see Hannah trying to pull away, but Sophia still staying right alongside her. It's all going to be timing onto this finish. It will go to Hannah, 107.66 ahead of Sophia, 107.95. Phoebe Balcombe flies home to come under the 110 as well in a 109.55.
Introducing the finalists of event 50, the boys 14 and 15 years 100 metre butterfly. Sponsored by Cucina 112. In lane 0, Alexander Graham from Wodonga City Swimming Club. Lane 1, Joseph McInerney from Warrigal Swimming Club. Lane 2, Tom McMahon from Geelong Swimming Club. Lane 3, Cooper Scott from Wodonga City Swimming Club. Lane 4, Jacob Riches from Geelong Swimming Club. Lane 5, Oliver Callio from Ballarat Swimming Club. Lane 6, Xavier Gray from Sale Swimming Club. Lane 7, Thomas Saha from Warrigal Swimming Club. Lane 8, Sebastian Mansfield from Bendigo East Swimming Club. Lane 9, Hugh Pankhurst from Warrigal Swimming Club.
So we saw a great race between the centre of the pool in the 14-15 girls. It's the 14-15 boys now. And once again, a little bit of action out of lane 4. Jacob Riches taking us out very quickly. He's going to turn in first with Oliver Callio behind. And then it was Sebastian Mansfield over in lane 8, up in 3rd place. Some work to do from lanes 3 and lane 6 if they want to catch up here. Not out of the question for Cooper Scott, who's starting to make a little bit of a move up alongside Xavier Gray. They've both moved into that 3rd and 4th place spot, but it will be Jacob Riches who takes this one out under the minute mark, 59.13. Oliver Callio, 100.51, and Cooper Scott gets the finish there in a 102.58 for the bronze medal.
Introducing the finalists of event 51, the women's 100-metre freestyle, sponsored by City of Greater Geelong. In lane 0, Zoe Jennings from Geelong Swimming Club. Lane 1, Claudia Croato from South Gippsland Bass Swimming Club. Lane 2, Genevieve Dennis from Warrigal Swimming Club. Lane 3, Ariella Johnson from Geelong Swimming Club. Lane 4, Azia Fong Sutton from Bendigo East Swimming Club. Lane 5, Ava Candy from Ballarat Swimming Club. Lane 6, Claire Matheson from Ballarat Gold Swimming Club. Lane 7, Phoebe Balcom from Terrelgan Swimming Club. Lane 8, Emily McMillan from Bendigo East Swimming Club. Lane 9, Rebecca Barclay from South Gippsland Bass Swimming Club.
Into the water now with our open women's 100-metre freestyle. No one managing to get under that minute mark this morning. I certainly think there's a few swimmers in this race who could do it tonight. Lane 4 and lane 6 there, Azia Fong Sutton and Claire Matheson. Getting off to a great start down this first 50. Ava Candy, though, she's caught back up in the second 25, and a good turn from her pops her out ahead now of Claire Matheson, still slightly behind Azia. Some different race techniques here. Azia's got a bit longer of a stroke. Ava, that higher stroke rate. She looked like she was catching up off the turn. They've both brought in that big 6-beat kick. Azia now just breathing towards Ava as they come down under the flags. It will be Azia just in front, but Ava fighting back right to the last stroke. Who's going to get the timing there? Will be Azia. 58.91, only 5 100ths ahead of Ava Candy, 58.96, and Claire Matheson touches in that 3rd place spot, 100.40.
Introducing the finalists of event 52, the men's 100-metre freestyle. In lane 0, Angus Adlam from Bendigo East Swimming Club. Lane 1, Austin Robbins from Bendigo East Swimming Club. Lane 2, Shane Asprey from Terrelgan Swimming Club. Lane 3, Ashley Nichols from Terrelgan Swimming Club. Lane 4, Sebastian Christie Crane from Warrnambool Swimming Club. Lane 5, Cameron Jordan from Bendigo East Swimming Club. Lane 6, Eamon McCarthy from Warrnambool Swimming Club. Lane 7, Zachary Shearer from South Gippsland Bass Swimming Club. Lane 8, Thomas Smith from Geelong Swimming Club. Lane 9, Moston Lumsden from South Gippsland Bass Swimming Club.
Now, I do quickly need to mention that the previous race, Azia has broken the country event record by about 8/100ths of a second. And Ava Candy also went under it. So the two fastest girls to ever compete at a country championships event. Incredible effort from those young girls. Here we go now with the men's Open 100 freestyle. Going out very quickly there in lane 3, Ashley Nichols. He is a bit of a sprint star, speed champion. His entry time of 50.95 is under the country event record and just outside the overall country record. We'll see what he can do. Sitting in second is Shane Asbury in lane 2 and Sebastian Christie Crane in lane 4. It's pretty quick, just outside that event record by Ash, 51.76. Sebastian Christie Crane from Warrnambool finishes in second there with a 53.22, ahead of Shane Asbury in a 53.79.
Introducing the finalists of event 53, the girls 12-year-olds 100-metre breaststroke, sponsored by Zambreros. In lane 0, Daisy Gilliam-Rodder from South Gippsland Bass Swimming Club. Lane 1, Zara Gilmore from Geelong Swimming Club. Lane 2, Florence White from Terrelgum Swimming Club. Lane 3, Kayla Wright from Mildura Swimming Club. Lane 4, Jordan Camfield from Geelong Swimming Club. Lane 5, Jun King Chow from Ballarat Gold Swimming Club. Lane 6, Sophie Lee from Kangaroo Flat. Lane 7, Josie Richer from South Gippsland Bass. Lane 8, Ray Anwill from Bendigo East Swimming Club. Lane 9, Alexis Hansen from East Gippsland Water Dragons.
Into the water now with our 12-year-old girls 100-metre breaststroke. We saw some impressive performances from the girls this morning, some great drops in time and personal bests. Jordan Camfield comes into this ranked first in a 121.86, leading us out in lane 6 will be Sophie Lee from Kangaroo Flat. As the girls come into turn, they're going to be well and truly under that 40-second mark. It will be Sophie Lee, Junqing in lane 5, and then Jordan in lane 4. Starting to push up is Kayla Wright in lane 3. Still a bit of work to go for these girls if they want to catch up to Sophie, though. This is a fantastic swim for her out in lane 6. Jordan Canfield digging deep. She's got that nice long extension at the front of her breaststroke. She's made up a little bit of ground after that first 50. As they come down under the flag, still slightly behind though. I think Soph's going to hold on and take this one out in a 122.03. Jordan in second, and then it will be Kayla in third.
Introducing the finalists, 54, the boys 12-year-olds 100-metre breaststroke, sponsored by Geelong Swimming Club. In lane 0, Samuel Russell from Gisborne Swimming Club. Lane 1, Zachary Gray from Sale Swimming Club. Lane 2, Hayden Carr from Warrigal Swimming Club. Lane 3, Logan Gibson from Warrigal Swimming Club. Lane 4, Lucas Went from Warrigal Swimming Club. Lane 5, Samuel Ballett from Wodonga City Swimming Club. Lane 6, Jack Lomax from Seymour and District Swimming Club. Lane 7, Spencer Stanley from Geelong Swimming Club. Lane 8, William Zhang from Geelong Swimming Club. Lane 9, Phoenix Aldersley from Geelong Swimming Club.
underway here with the 12-year-old boys 100-meter breaststroke. I mean, throw a blanket over this field early on here. A lot separating them through the first 25. Just now starting to see those middle lanes wind up. We saw a gold medal out of lane 6 before. At this point, it is our swimmer in lane 5, Samuel Billette from Wodonga City, who's going to take us through at the 50-meter turn. In the lead, turns it around at 37.9. Following onto the wall was Lucas Wendt and then Logan Gibson, the two boys from Warragul. Now starting the chase. Lucas picking up that stroke rate to come up right alongside Samuel. He's not slowing down anytime soon, keeping that momentum. Not only has he gone past, but he's extending that lead. Here comes Logan. He's also joining Samuel. They are neck and neck here, but this one's going to go to Lucas Wendt. He held off in the first 50. He powered home in the second, a 120.42. Samuel gets in second place, 122.53. And then it's Haikan Carr, who has just done so many incredible second laps. He's done it once again to touch in third, 122.83.
Introducing the finalists of event 55, the women's 18 and over 50-metre breaststroke, sponsored by Need for Speed. In lane 0, Rosie Britton from Wodonga City Swimming Club. Lane 1, Emily Cartman from Kilmore Swimming Club. Lane 2, Nicole Briscoe from Geelong Swimming Club. Lane 3, Anna Mitchell from Terrelgan Swimming Club. Lane 4, Sophie McKenzie from South Gippsland Bass Swimming Club. Lane 5, Elena Pistron from Terrelgan Swimming Club. Lane 6, Katie Mitchell from Terrelgan Swimming Club. Lane 7, Talani Bibby from Bendigo East Swimming Club. Lane 8, Trinity O'Keefe from South Gippsland Bass Swimming Club. Lane 9, Paige Clay from Geelong Sharks Swimming Club.
We've seen some of our juniors. It's now time for our 18 and over women in this 50-metre breaststroke. Another great start over in lane 7 by Talani Bibby. We saw her produce the same thing in the heats this morning. Now, though, starting to make her way through, Sophie McKenzie looks like she's taken over that lead with Elena Pistron not too far behind. Onto the touch, it will be Sophie who takes the win, 35.05 ahead of Elena, 35.60, and then Talani in third, 36.18.
Introducing the finalists of event 56, the men's 18 and over 50-metre breaststroke. In lane 0, Jackson Clerks from Warragul Swimming Club. Lane 1, Austin Robbins from Bendigo East Swimming Club. Lane 2, Dane Schneider from Ballarat Gold Swimming Club. Lane 3, Brandon Wilson from Shepparton Swimming Club. Lane 4, Cameron Jordan from Bendigo East Swimming Club. Lane 5, Edward Meddings from Ballarat Gold Swimming Club. Lane 6, Ashley Nichols from Terrelgan Swimming Club. Lane 7, Joshua Stahl from Ballarat Gold Swimming Club. Lane 8, James Meddings from Ballarat Gold Swimming Club. Lane 9, Cooper Sutherland from Ballarat Gold Swimming Club.
Men's 18 and over 50-metre breaststroke. We're going to have a quick race on our hands. Already one of our swimmers breaking the 30-second mark in the heats this morning. Cameron Jordan out of lane 4, and he's looking good tonight. Brandon Wilson trying to go with him. It was a quick start by Ash Nichols, who's just starting to fall off now, with Edward Meddings pushing his way up into that medal place spot as well. But this one is going to go to Cam Jordan, almost under the 29.09 for Cam. Ed Meddings in second, 30.29, and Brandon Wilson touches in third in 30.38.
Introducing the finalists of event 59, the girls 16 and 17 years 100 metre backstroke, sponsored by Harvey's of Highton. In lane 0, Holly Hembro from Bendigo East Swimming Club. Lane 1, Rani Matheson from South Gippsland Bass Swimming Club. Lane 2, Zoe Schneider from Ballarat Gold Swimming Club. Lane 3, Zara Reynolds from Bendigo East Swimming Club. Lane 4, Maya Roberts from South Gippsland Bass Swimming Club. Lane 5, Claire Matheson from Ballarat Gold Swimming Club. Lane 6, Sarah Pry from Geelong Swimming Club. Lane 7, Pippa Barr from Warrnambool Swimming Club. Lane 8, Isabel Kilborn from Ballarat Swimming Club. Lane 9, Memphis Johnson from Geelong Swimming Club.
Announcing the results, 152.
Into the water with the 16-17 year girls, 100 metre backstroke. And I think this one's going to be a very tight race. We've got 3 girls who went under 110 this morning, and I know that they are super competitive every time they get in the pool together, whether it be at countries or even at states. We've got some of the best swimmers in the state from country Victoria. As we come up into that first turn, it is already close between them. As we go onto the wall, it's going to be lane 5, Claire Matheson, whose feet hit the wall first. Zara Reynolds in second, and then Maya Roberts turned in third. It was a great turn from Claire, holding on to that lead, and then Maya pushing up with her now. Zara hanging on for that third place spot from a fast approaching Zoe Schneider in lane 2. Come down under the flags. And Claire Matheson takes that one in a 106.72. Maya Roberts 107.94. And then Zara Reynolds 108.73 in that third place spot.
Introducing the finalists of event 60, the boys 16 and 17 years 100 metre backstroke. In lane 0, Hugh Munro from South Gippsland Bass Swimming Club. Lane 1, Thomas Costello from Ballarat Swimming Club. Lane 2, Zane Poxon from Moe Swimming Club. Lane 3, Miller Stott from Ballarat Gold Swimming Club. Lane 4, Zayden Burton from Terrelgan Swimming Club. Lane 5, Harrison Main from Wodonga City Swimming Club. Lane 6, Jude De Silva Smith from Warrnambool Swimming Club. Lane 7, Joshua Fitzgerald from Warrnambool Swimming Club. Lane 8, Marley Sutherland from Ballarat Gold Swimming Club. Lane 9, Xavier Abilene from Warrnambool Swimming Club. Announcing the results of event 53, the girls 12-year-olds.
In the water now with our 16-17-year boys 100-metre backstroke. Once again, we had some super close races this morning. Out quickly, Harrison Main in lane 5, half a body length already in front. It was a quick start over on this side of the pool as well by our swimmer in lane 1, Thomas Costello. He got away quickly. As we come into the turn though, Harrison Main almost a full body length now ahead of Zayden Burton. And then over on the other side of the pool, Jude De Silva Smith starting to push up alongside Joshua Fitzgerald, the two boys from Warrnambool. Zayden picking up the rate here. It looked like a margin too big to close. He's made a massive amount of ground up. I think he's going to run out of pool though. This one is Harrison Mains, almost under the minute, 100.45. Zayden 101.88. And then it will be Miller Stott who finishes with that bronze in a 103.98 ahead of Thomas Costello out of lane 1.
Introducing the finalists of event 61, the women's 400-metre individual medley, sponsored by Goodman Diesel Repairs. In lane 2, Zoe Jennings from Geelong Swimming Club. Lane 3, Isla Ho from Ballarat Gold Swimming Club. Lane 4, Ava Candy from Ballarat Swimming Club. Lane 5, Arabella Johnson from Geelong Swimming Club. Lane 6, Olivia Bailey from Terrelgan Swimming Club. The results of event 54, the boys 12-year-olds 100-metre breaststroke.
All right, we are mixing it up a little bit now with one of our more challenging events on the program. Only 5 girls toughing out the women's 400-metre individual medley. This race is 4 100s, 100 metres of butterfly, 100 metres backstroke, 100 metres of breaststroke, and then after all of that, you're going to finish off with a 100 metres of freestyle. There is plenty of time for this event to chop and change who our leader is, depending on what the strengths of each individual athlete are. Coming into this race, lanes 4 and 5, Ava Candy and Arabella Johnson, only 2 100ths of a second separating them, but already you can see a little bit of a difference in tactics and strategy. Ava Candy, such a beautiful 100 flyer. She's taken out this first 100 a lot quicker than the other girls. Arabella, she took out the 400-metre freestyle gold medal, so we know that she has that endurance. She's also a pretty good breaststroker, so we can see her close a bit of that gap throughout the second half of this race. So as they turn at the 100-metre point, Ava Candy is your leader, followed by Arabella. Zoe Jennings sits in third, Isla Ho in fourth, and Olivia Bailey in fifth position. But Olivia also a pretty good backstroker, so keep an eye on her. She can start to make a bit of a shift through this 100.
Announcing the results of event 59, the girls 16 and 17 years 100-metre backstroke. In third place, the winner of the bronze medal, Zara Reynolds from Bendigo East Swimming Club. In second place, the winner of the silver medal, Maya Roberts from South Gippsland Bass Swimming Club. And in first place, the winner of the gold medal, in a time of 1 minute and 6.72 seconds, Claire Matheson from Ballarat Gold Swimming Club.
So as we come down at the halfway point, Ava Candy maintains that nice solid lead, turning into the breaststroke. This is where the work starts to happen, the harder parts of the race. That deficit can be made up pretty quickly. It will be
Yeah, Ava's doing really well at this front end. I think she's got a pretty good breaststroke, so she should be able to hold on, but there's some strong breaststroke girls behind her.
So Isla Ho made up a lot of ground in the backstroke. She turned in second, ahead of Zoe Jennings, with Arabella not too far behind, but Arabella already catching up to Isla. And these girls certainly have their sights set on catching up to Ava Candy out in front.
Yeah, it's a hard one event, the 400 IM. Did you do any, Kardinia, 400 IMs?
I did. I was one of the first people to race the 400 IM at Country Championships when it came into the program. It wasn't always part of the Country Championships program.
Right.
I'm not going to mention what year that was.
yeah, let's avoid that, but I'd be even less likely to mention it. I was probably like...
But I am certainly a huge fan of a 400 IM. I think it's one of the best events on the program, and I think everyone should train for it at some point because it gives you that all-round ability, the endurance, the aerobic capacity, and making sure that all of our junior swimmers in particular are working on all of their strokes.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially in the junior program, medley work is so important because, as we were talking about this morning, Andrew Williamson said, same thing, you know, it's like you never know what you might be good at. Sam Williamson, our world champion breaststroke, 50-metre breaststroke swimmer, was initially a backstroker, so you just don't know what's going to happen.
You know, he almost looks like a backstroker as well.
He's
with
so
that
tall.
height.
Yeah, he is, that's right.
All right, if we turn back to the pool, Ava Candy had a bit of a stranglehold over this race, but here comes Arabella Johnson showcasing that 400-metre endurance. She has absolutely well and truly closed that gap. She turned right on the hip of Ava Candy, who got a little bit of a look at her on the underwater. I'm not sure if she knew that she was that close through the first 50 of the freestyle. She's just put the motor on a little bit more down this second lap.
Yeah, when you've led all the way, you don't really want to let it go, but, you know, sometimes you just run out of energy, but I'd like to see her hold on, but
And she hasn't quite.
Wow.
1/100th of a second in a 400-metre individual medley. It has gone the way of Arabella Johnson. What a gutsy last 25 metres. I didn't think she was quite going to get there, but I should never have discounted her. It was such a great finish. Coach Rob, he's pretty happy about that one. I mean, he set the standard with his win in the coaches' race earlier tonight. And Arabella, she has come back. She won the 400 free and now the 400 IM ahead of Ava Candy.
Introducing the finalists of event 62, the men's 400-metre individual medley. In lane 0, Cameron Jordan from Bendigo East Swimming Club. Lane 1, Jarrah Taggle from South Gippsland Bass Swimming Club. Lane 2, Marley Sutherland from Ballarat Gold Swimming Club. Lane 3, Cody Side from Terrelgan Swimming Club. Lane 4, Brodie Cargill from Terrelgan Swimming Club. Lane 5, Zayden Burton from Terrelgan Swimming Club. Lane 6, Blake Scott from Ballarat Swimming Club. Lane 7, Cooper Scott from Wodonga City Swimming Club. Lane 8, Brenton Ford from Terrelgan Swimming Club.
So here we are, the 400 IM for men. We've got a few empty lanes here. I think they've decided to save up for the 50 free, some of the more senior athletes.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little bit upsetting almost that our swimmer from this morning didn't get the chance to come in and be in that outside lane tonight because he missed his national time by just very, very slightly.
Yeah.
And might have been able to be dragged along a little bit by some of these older boys. Although it seems to be the 16-year-olds who, that's it, the age group who really wants to give this one a crack. We've got Jarrett Tegel in lane 1, as well as Cody Said, Brody Cargill, Zayden Burton, all in that 16-year age group, and then a couple of 17-year-olds as well. Very strong age group. Tough guys, those 16-year-olds, aren't they? They certainly are. And I think anyone who's willing to give this a crack is going to fall under that as a tough guy. So yeah. I did coach Zayden Burton when he was little on a Saturday morning. We had the introductory squad at Sale. And Zayden, he liked to dive down to the bottom. And that was his... And he liked to win. So stroke technique, you know, out the window. And I look at him now and I think he's got lovely stroke technique. So either it was sinking in back then, or it's what he's done since, probably. I mean, we've all got to start somewhere. So all you need to be able to do is dive to the bottom and want to win. That's right. It. Absolutely. That will to win takes over, doesn't it? I'm sure it certainly does. It definitely did in that last 400 IM we saw from the girls. Yes. At this point in the race, it is Brody Cargill sitting pretty comfortably out in front. Miley Sutherland doing a great job out of lane 2 in this backstroke. We'll see if some of these boys can push through in the breaststroke. And Cody Said in lane 3 has that massive endurance background. So that last 100 of freestyle, I wouldn't be surprised if he did a little bit of a showcase like what Arabella did and closed the gap quite substantially throughout there. We'll see how he goes. A lot of these boys have had big programs already. We are in session 4, night 2 finals of our 2026 Victorian Country Long Course Championships, as the boys in the 400 IM, our open event, turn into the breaststroke leg. Yeah, looking at Marley, he has got about a 10-second deficit on the program compared to the other boys. So whether he really has a very weak breaststroke or it's just one of those, you know, old times. But Brody, like his brother and sister, he's following in their footsteps, especially his brother. He loved to do the 400 IM, so here he is. That family probably are going to have another country men's 400 IM championship medal on their dresser. Yeah, I'm pretty sure if you ask Molly, she'd definitely much rather a 50-metre event than a 400. Yeah. But the boys definitely love these endurance, and they love that backing up over and over. Brody Cargill just continues to extend that lead throughout the breaststroke. Starting to make a little bit of a shift was Blake Scott over in lane 6. He's pushed through the field now ahead of Marley Sutherland in lane 2, and Cody just edging his way back into this race. After the backstroke, I think he was in about 7th, and he's moved his way up, and I reckon he's going to turn in about 3rd or 4th here, depending on the timing of that final stroke. So it will be 4th. Yeah, he'd have to come back in a 102, I think, to hit his PB. But I think he possibly can. Was that a 48? Was it? Yeah. Yeah. I'm not. It's the afternoon, Sam. The maths. Oh, that's right. I was blind on you there. Maths in the afternoon. I'm trying to do a bit of maths, and I'm failing completely. So Brody Cargill, he turns for his final 50 in this 400. He's followed around by Blake Scott. Cody Said starting to move up through this field, though. Brody's just had a bit of a sneak over, a look on either side, make sure he's out in front. I reckon he's going to switch off in this last 10 metres and give himself a bit of a swim down. Cody Said, though, now right up alongside Blake, and I think he's going to get the silver, so it'll go Brody Cargill from Traralgon, followed by Cody Said, also from Traralgon, and then Blake Scott finishes in that 3rd placing from Ballarat Swimming Club.
Introducing the finalists of event 63, the girls, apologies, we'll be right back. Introducing the finalists of event 63, the girls 13-year-olds 100-metre breaststroke, sponsored by Need for Speed. In lane 0, Jessica Teufel from Bendigo Hawks Aquatic. In lane 1, Lila Stevens from Warrigal Swimming Club. Lane 2, Miranda Jantz from Warrnambool Swimming Club. Lane 3, Chloe Rawson from Terrelgan Swimming Club. Lane 4, Emily Croato from South Gippsland Bass Swimming Club. Lane 5, Ruby Kenwright from Warrnambool Swimming Club. Lane 6, Luella Webb from Bendigo Hawks Aquatic. Lane 7, Ava Hager from Gisborne Thunder Swimming Club. Lane 8, Kiana Rahute from Lara Swimming Club. Lane 9, Audrey Bailey from Terrelgan Swimming Club.
So our 400 IMs now complete. We move along to the 13-year-old girls 100-metre breaststroke. This race this morning was dominated by Emily Croato, who looked comfortably in that 1:18.00. And funnily enough, I think her entry time was 1:15.00, so she likes finishing on a 00. We'll see if it can be a little bit quicker. That event record, 1:14.63.
Let's finish on a 99, like a 13.99.
Wouldn't that be great? To no surprise of the crowd, I think it is Emily with about a 3 body length lead at the 75, ahead of Ruby Kenwright, who I just want to say is actually doing a great job. We just have a bit of a phenomenal swim on our hands from Emily. It is Luella Webb in lane 6 who's holding on to 3rd place spot ahead of Ava Hager. But this is a fast swim. That
yes, it is.
1:10, it's just ticked over. She's just shortened up a little bit. It's going to be so close.
Is it a record?
I've got to look. Oh, my goodness. It is a record by 1/100th of a second.
Wow.
Emily Croato. Ladies and gentlemen, you need to put your hands together for that one. That is under the event record set by Sienna Tui.
Yes.
Current
Aussie
Australian
superstar.
team member.
That's right,
there
Sienna
it is,
Tui.
the celebration. It was Ruby Kenwright who finished in 2nd in a 1:23.45 and Luella Webb in 3rd, 1:25.60. But great swim there, Emily.
Introducing the finalists of event 64, the boys 13-year-olds 100-metre breaststroke, sponsored by Port of Portland. In lane 0, Shengyu Han from Geelong Swimming Club. Lane 1, Charlie Tickle from Ballarat Gold Swimming Club. Lane 2, Jasper Warner from Moe Swimming Club. Lane 3, Jack Hayes from Surf Coast Swimming Club. Lane 4, Noah Tucker from Geelong Swimming Club. Lane 5, Logan Brunt from Ballarat Swimming Club. Lane 6, Billy Main from Wodonga City Swimming Club. Lane 7, Bryce Scott from Ballarat Swimming Club. Lane 8, Jack Hocking from Bendigo Hawks Aquatic. Lane 9, Patrick Hunter from Wangaratta Amateur Swimming Club.
Here we go for this boys 13-year-old 100 breaststroke. Noah Tucker, he took out this morning's heat with a 1:12.60. So he got the country event record. So if he beats his best time in this, he's got another one.
Yeah, he's already ticked one off this afternoon.
They're coming up to that first 50, and pretty close to him is Jack Hayes. He's decided to hang on to his feet there, and that's a tactic I would go by. It's like, if this guy's gonna do the best time in the country, at the championships. I'm going to try and hang on to him, and he is.
Yeah, Jack Hay is doing a great job. I have noticed him take a few cheeky looks to the side to see how far in front Noah Tucker is.
It's a guy thing.
It must be. The girls are a lot more focused on themselves. As we come down under the flags, though, it is going to be a great swim. Not quite the country record, but a new country event record, breaking his previous one set this morning of 1:12.60. He has finished in a 1:11.73. Will be Jack Hayes in second place. And then Logan Brundle finishes in third.
Introducing the finalists, event 65, the women's 100-metre butterfly, sponsored by Ben Crowley. In lane 0, Charlotte McConville from Bendigo Hawks Aquatic. Lane 1, Chloe Swarrick from Traralgon Swimming Club. Lane 2, Olivia Bailey from Traralgon Swimming Club. Lane 3, Ruby Paulette from Traralgon Swimming Club. Lane 4, Isla Ho from Ballarat Gold Swimming Club. Lane 5, Nicole Briscoe from Geelong Swimming Club. Lane 6, Sophia Beaton from Ballarat Gold Swimming Club. Lane 7, Sarah Steinman from Geelong Swimming Club. Lane 8, Bryn Kirk from Wodonga City Swimming Club. Lane 9, Nia Chapman from South Gippsland Bass Swimming Club.
Into the water with our women's open 100-metre butterfly. Had plenty of 100 flies so far on tonight's program. Getting out nicely there in lane 4, Isla Ho in the lead early on through the first 25. Nicole Briscoe and Sophia Beaton right alongside her. And then down in lane 3, Ruby Paulette also sitting on the hip of Isla down this first 50.
Yeah, we've got a few 14-year-old girls in 8, 9 and 1 and 0. So that shows that there's some good youth coming through.
Yeah, they've got some of our more senior athletes in the centre showing them how it's done here.
They certainly are. Isla Ho is really pushing down this second 50. Lane 6 though, Sophia Beaton, she's 15, doing very well out there in 6.
Yeah, she had a great swim in her own individual tonight, but it will be Isla Ho, 106.17, ahead of Sophia, 107.87, and Nicole gets the touch there in a 108.33 for the bronze.
Introducing the finalists of event 66, the men's 100-metre butterfly, sponsored by S&E Fencing. In lane 0, Edward O'Connor from Corowa AS and LSC. Lane 1, Darcy Connell from Traralgon Swimming Club. Lane 2, James Meddings from Ballarat Gold Swimming Club. Lane 3, Shane Asbury from Traralgon Swimming Club. Lane 4, Ashley Nichols from Traralgon Swimming Club. Lane 5, Cameron Jordan from Bendigo East Swimming Club. Lane 6, Austin Robbins from Bendigo East Swimming Club. Lane 7, Jacob Riches from Geelong Swimming Club. Lane 8, Brodie Cargill from Traralgon Swimming Club. Lane 9, Zayden Burton from Traralgon Swimming Club.
Here we are for the Open Men's 100 fly. Ash Nichols won a 58.91 this morning. We have a country event record of 55.19 by Brennan Swift from the Swift family. They hail from New Zealand. They have been representatives for New Zealand. But at the moment, it's looking like lane 5, Cameron Jordan.
As he does lead through that opening 50, just ahead of Ashley Nichols. So we know that Cam Jordan's a really strong breaststroker, but he's putting that skills to good use as he's holding on out in front with 15 metres left to swim. Edward O'Connor Darcy Connell in lane 1's also swimming really well as they come underneath the flags with 5 metres left to swim. It's 4 are going into the touch together, and it will be Ash who his last 25 was the strongest in the field to get the touch ahead of Cameron, with Shane in third.
Yeah, just slightly slower than this morning, so 59.00 for Ash Nichols there, but he's still just...
Introducing Heat 1 of event 67, the women's 50-metre breaststroke multi-class. In lane 1, Keris Nicholson from Warragul Swimming Club. Lane 2, Imogen Binns from Geelong Swimming Club. Lane 3, Adele York from Bendigo Hawks Aquatic. Lane 4, Brianna Binns from Geelong Swimming Club. Lane 5, Michaela Soko from Bendigo East Swimming Club. Lane 6, Amy Bale from Warrnambool Swimming Club. Lane 7, Mackenzie Gibbs from Sale Swimming Club. Lane 8, Gemma Cook from South Gippsland Bass Swimming Club.
So we're underway in our opening time final for the women's 50 breaststroke multi-class.
Announcing the results of event 64, the boys 13-year-olds 100-metre breaststroke. In third place, the winner of the bronze medal, Logan Bundle from Ballarat Swimming Club. In second place, the winner of the silver medal, Jack Hayes from Surf Coast Swimming Club. And in first place, the winner of the gold medal in a new event record time of 1 minute and 11.7.
And so with 15 metres left to swim, it's Brianna Binns who's out in front. She's a S19 or SB19 athlete. She's put together a really strong swim in this opening time final underneath her personal best entry time. So a reminder, in these multi-class events, we're comparing their times to their individual classifications world records. Those times are then converted to a point score before we determine our medalists. So that was the time final number 1. Those times are going to be compared, or point scores are going to be compared against time final number 2, which will be coming up next.
Introducing the women's 50-metre breaststroke multi-class. In lane 2, Kayla Wilson from Terrelgan Swimming Club. Lane 3, Lisa Bale from Warrnambool Swimming Club. Lane 4, Anna Layton from Ballarat Gold Swimming Club. Lane 5, Sarah Howe from Ballarat Gold Swimming Club. Lane 6, Evie Lee from Geelong Swimming Club.
So here we go with the 13, 14 and over final. Nice start from all the girls there. In lane 4, Anna Layton had the fastest time this morning, but Sarah Howe wasn't far behind her, and they're actually having quite the tussle there in the middle 2 lanes. Having the same kind of timing, looking very good. And then lane 3, Lisa Bale and 6, Evie Lee also being quite close in contention. Nice finish there by lane 5, Sarah Howe. And close again between 3rd and 4th. But that doesn't mean that they are the winner. As Nick previously mentioned, it's all about those points that equal.
Introducing Heat 1 of event 68, the men's 50-metre breaststroke multiclass, sponsored by Michelle Gristidi. In lane 1, Blake Warren from Terrelgan Swimming Club. Lane 2, Oliver Jarrett from South Gippsland Bass Swimming Club. Lane 3, Matthew Skews from Pyalong Piranha Swimming Club. Lane 4, Max Chandler from Wangaratta Amateur Swimming Club. Lane 5, Levi Jarrett from South Gippsland Bass Swimming Club. Lane 6, Dane Hornsby from Geelong Swimming Club. Lane 7, Luke Wilson from South Gippsland Bass Swimming Club.
So we're now moving on to our 14 and under time final for the men's 50 breaststroke multi-class. So through the opening 15 metres, off to a strong start in the centre of the pool is Max Chandler and Levi Jarrett. Matthew Skews is not letting them get that far ahead, so those 3 athletes have moved ahead of the rest of the field. All 3 in different classifications. So they are chasing their own personal best times as they head underneath the flags. And it is Max Chandler who leads into the wall. A nice 42.00, taking almost a second off his personal best time. With the 2 following boys also swimming personal bests. To make his way into the wall to conclude the action here in our first time final is Blake in lane 1. We're now going to move along to our second time final, or second final.
Introducing Heat 2 of event 68, the men's 50-metre breaststroke multiclass, sponsored by Michelle Gristidi. In lane 0, Cody Johnston from Naya 2 Base Swan Hill. Lane 1, Bradley Doolan from Geelong Swimming Club. Lane 2, Ryan McGrain from Geelong Swimming Club. Lane 3, Lockie Bellion from Terrelgan Swimming Club. Lane 4, Dylan Logan from Geelong Swimming Club. Lane 5, Riley Blitz from Geelong Swimming Club. Lane 6, Logan James from Geelong Sharks Swimming Club. Lane 7, Aaron Skinner from Geelong Sharks Swimming Club. Lane 8, David Bale from Wodonga City Swimming Club. Lane 9, Samuel Turner from Corowa AS and LSC.
We have a full final here. Heavily contested, this 50 breaststroke. Ranging from SB8, SB standing for breaststroke. Sometimes you can be classified into a different category depending on the stroke that you are swimming. Dylan Logan in lane 4, our fastest qualifier, 36.18. Great reactions from the centre of the pool, off really well. And a fantastic stroke rate there from Dylan Logan. Represented Australia at the Deaf Olympics. Doing a great job, great spearhead for these swimmers. As you can see, it's like an arrow shape, so that's well seeded. Dylan comes in for the finish, 33.88. So that is much faster than this morning. Second, Riley Blitz, 37.62. Then Lockie Bellion, followed by James Logan. Then Ryan McGrain. We have Aaron Skinner, Bradley Doolan, David Bale, Cody Jameson. Let's see what the point score brings for that event.
Introducing the finalists of event 69, the girls 16 and 17 years 100 metre freestyle, sponsored by Mattioli. In lane 0, Rani Matheson from South Gippsland Bass Swimming Club. Lane 1, Meg McInerney from Warrigal Swimming Club. Lane 2, Jenna Dennis from Warrigal Swimming Club. Lane 3, Claire Matheson from Ballarat Gold Swimming Club. Lane 4, Ava Candy from Ballarat Swimming Club. Lane 5, Zoe Schneider from Ballarat Gold Swimming Club. Lane 6, Maya Roberts from South Gippsland Bass Swimming Club. Lane 7, Zara Reynolds from Bendigo East Swimming Club. Lane 8, Claudia Croato from South Gippsland Bass Swimming Club. Lane 9, Kate Macklin from Seymour and District Swimming Club.
Just doing a check start because we've changed ends. Everything seems to be good. We just saw Ava Candy get pipped in that 400 IM by a hundredth of a second, so she might be looking out for a little bit of revenge on the colour of the medals.
She is off to a good start in the middle of the pool. She's leading alongside Claire Matheson through this opening 50. So those two are going to turn first and second. So it will be Claire who leads through from Ava in that opening 50. And they've got the best of the turns to extend their lead out to almost half a body length. Now starting to work through into a clear third place is Zoe Schneider. But in this final 25, it is going to be between Claire and Ava as they're going head-to-head with 15 metres left to swim. Ava's come right up alongside Claire as they come underneath the flags. It's anyone's race. They're getting their heads down for the final 15 metres, and a really strong finish there from Ava Candy in that last 25 metres to get her hands on the wall first in a strong time, 59.38, just outside the country event record for that event.
Introducing the finalists of event 70, the boys 16 and 17 years 100 metre freestyle, sponsored by the Abilene family. In lane 0, Zane Poxon from Moe Swimming Club. Lane 1, Bass Swimming Club. Lane 2, Xavier Abilene from Warrnambool Swimming Club. Lane 3, Zachary Shearer from South Gippsland Bass Swimming Club. Lane 4, Miller Stott from Ballarat Gold Swimming Club. Lane 5, Jeff Connor, Gisborne Thunder Swimming Club. Lane 6, Angus Adlam from Bendigo East Swimming Club. Lane 7, Campbell Nicholson from Warrigal Swimming Club. Lane 8, Raphael Rush from Geelong Sharks Swimming Club. Lane 9, Edward O'Connor from Corowa AS and LSC.
Oof, look at that. Look at them all blast off those blocks. Lane 3 and also up the top there, lane 8. Look like they had the best starts. Raphael Rush.
And also going with Raphael in that opening 25 is Campbell Nicholson. So we've got some action on the spread all across the pool as we make our way through this first 50. It will be Miller Stott who's taken over the lead as he comes into that turn.
Campbell Nicholson also. This could be anybody's race. It's fantastic.
So with 25 metres left to swim, it is Miller Scott who has a slight lead over Jeff Connor. Those two are going stroke for stroke with 15 metres left to swim, and Jeff has taken over the lead as we come underneath the flags. Jeff has moved into a clear position and will take out the country championship just ahead of Miller Scott with Campbell Nicholson in third.
Introducing the finalists of event 71, the women's 18 and over 50 metre freestyle. In lane 0, Zoe Jennings from Geelong Swimming Club. Lane 1, Emily Ortieri from Terrelgan Swimming Club. Lane 2, Marcia Hummel from Terrelgan Swimming Club. Lane 3, Kylie Crofts from Wodonga City Swimming Club. Lane 4, Anna Mittel from Terrelgan Swimming Club. Lane 5, Talani Bibby from Bendigo East Swimming Club. Lane 6, Brooke Briscoe from Geelong Swimming Club. Lane 7, Nicole Briscoe from Geelong Swimming Club. Lane 8, Melissa Sambrooks from Shepparton Swimming Club. Lane 9, Elena Pistrin from Terrelgan Swimming Club.
So we're underway here in the final of the women's 18 and over 50 metre freestyle. And it is an even line across the pool through the first 25 metres. We've got 6 in the mix as we head towards 15 metres left to swim. Starting to make a little bit of a move was Brooke Briscoe. We'll see if she can convert that in this final 10 metres, but it's still 5 in with a chance with Anna Mattel in the centre of the pool just ahead as we go towards the touch. It will go to Anna Mattel ahead of Talana Binney, with Kylie Crofts in third. Really tight racing there from the girls in the 18 and over 50 metre freestyle, with less than 0.2 of a second separating our medal winners.
Introducing the finalists of event 72, the men's 18 and over 50 metre freestyle. In lane 0, Austin Robbins from Bendigo East Swimming Club. Lane 1, Ashley Delaney from Terrelgan Swimming Club. Lane 2, Shane Asbury from Terrelgan Swimming Club. Lane 3, Sebastian Christie Crane from Warrnambool Swimming Club. Lane 4, Ashley Nichols from Terrelgan Swimming Club. Lane 5, Cameron Jordan from Bendigo East Swimming Club. Lane 6, Eamon McCarthy from Warrnambool Swimming Club. Lane 7, Jack Sharp from Warrnambool Swimming Club. Lane 8, Edward Meddings from Ballarat Gold Swimming Club. Lane 9, Darcy Connell from Terrelgan Swimming Club.
Here we go for the men's splash and dash. Well, nothing between them in that start. Nice straight arm recovery there from lane 3, Sebastian Christie Crane. Ash Nichols has given it a go out there at the front though. I don't think anyone is going to take this away from him. He is streaking ahead. And he takes another title. Ash Nichols, 24.32, followed by Sebastian Christie Crane, 24.72, and then Shane Asprey comes in with a 24.73. Very
Introducing
good.
the finalists of event 73, the girls 12-year-olds 100-metre butterfly, sponsored by Colac Swimming Club. In lane 0, Alexis Hansen from East Gippsland Water Dragons. Lane 1, Claire McQuillan from Terrelgan Swimming Club. Lane 2, Ray Anwill from Bendigo East Swimming Club. Lane 3, Matilda DeFazio from Benalla Swimming Club. Lane 4, Sophie Lee from Kangaroo Flat. Lane 5, Matilda Coneti from Warrnambool Swimming Club. Lane 6, Emma Libbets from Geelong Shark Swimming Club. Lane 7, Ebony Liss from Ballarat Gold Swimming Club. Lane 8, Jada Anesi from Ballarat GCO Swimming Club. Lane 9, Ruby Demetrius from Terrelgan Swimming Club.
So we've had the action of those 50 freestyles for our more experienced athletes. Now we're tackling the 100 butterfly for our 12-year-olds.
Yeah, which you do have to pace. They are very young. You can't go blasting out. You don't have that strength to do that, or the endurance behind you yet with the amount of training. But Sophie Lee this morning really was a masterclass in technique, and she was looking forward to this morning's race, and she looks like she is streaking ahead there in that first 50.
Yeah, she's doing a really strong job on this opening 50 here as she comes in to make her way into the turn. Alongside her, Matilda are having a battle for that second place.
Wow, the two Matildas. It's a great Aussie name, that, Matilda, isn't it?
Yeah, so it's Matilda DeFazio in lane 3 and Matilda Conhetti in lane 5. They're chasing down the medals, but it is all Sophie Lee from Kangaroo Flats out in front. She's doing a really good job. That technique has remained unchanged since the opening stroke. She's kept her rhythm going. She's keeping that hips up nice and high as she comes underneath the flags with 5 metres left to swim here in the final of the 12 years 100 butterfly to take out the country title in a 1:12.5.
Looks dangerous. I think she might get second.
And 3 hit the wall together,
wow.
And it is Ebony Liss who does get the touch just ahead of Matilda DeFazio and Matilda Conhetti. Really tight battle for second, third and fourth there, but a fantastic swim out in front from Sophie Lee.
Introducing the finalists of event 74, the boys 12-year-olds 100-metre butterfly. In lane 0, Zain Zaglul from Wodonga City Swimming Club. Lane 1, Samuel Russell from Gisborne Thunder Swimming Club. Lane 2, Zachary Gray from Sale Swimming Club. Lane 3, Leo Palmer from Wangaratta Stingray Swimming Club. Lane 4, William Zhang from Geelong Swimming Club. Lane 5, Bailey Stone from Bendigo Hawks Aquatic. Lane 6, Hayden Carr from Warrigal Swimming Club. Lane 7, Darby Blackwell from Seymour and District Swimming Club. Lane 8, Logan Gibson from Warrigal Swimming Club. Lane 9, Zayden Vine from Sale Swimming Club.
So now our 12-year-old boys are off in their final of the 100 butterfly. And in the centre of the pool, William Zhang off to a nice strong start as he leads through the opening 20 metres. But also swimming really fast is Zayden Vine out in lane 9.
Yeah, lane 3, 4 and 5 have very close times this morning. So they'll have been thinking about it all afternoon, about the fact that they could possibly grab the gold. But let's watch those outside lanes down this second 50.
So it is William Zhang who leads through, and it does look like the action is now condensed into the middle of the pool as we move into our third 25. So William continues to lead ahead of both Leo Palmer and Bailey Stone.
Yeah, he looks pretty comfortable. He's keeping a good rhythm. Just has to keep that going now for that final 15, 10, 5 metres. But again, up in lane 6, we have Hayan Carr from Warragul.
It does look like we know who our winner will be, and it will be William Zhang, but a strong finish from Haikang, storming home in the last 50 to get second, with Bailey Stone winning the bronze.
Introducing the finalists of event 75, the girls 14 and 15 years 200 metre individual medley, sponsored by Quest Geelong. In lane 0, Isabel Croato from South Gippsland Bass Swimming Club. Lane 1, Michaela Pistorius from Geelong Swimming Club. Lane 2, Lucy Pascoe from Bendigo Hawks Aquatic. Lane 3, Arabella Johnson from Geelong Swimming Club. Lane 4, Taryn Aldred from Geelong Swimming Club. Lane 5, Hannah Buchanan from Ballarat Swimming Club. Lane 6, Phoebe Balcom from Terrelton Swimming Club. Lane 7, Sophie Ryan from Warrnambool Swimming Club. Lane 8, Miller Abley from Bendigo East Swimming Club. Lane 9, Sophia Beaton, Ballarat Gold Swimming Club.
So we're underway here for our girls 14-15 200-metre individual medley, and in the centre of the pool, off to a really strong start, it is Hannah Buchanan using her fantastic butterfly skills to get out to a nice early lead.
Yeah, definitely looking across at the field within this race, I can see a potential lot of movement in the breaststroke. We do have Miller Abley up in lane 8. Sophie Ryan is also a pretty good all-rounder. Looking down, Taryn Aldred, also an incredible breaststroker as well. And then in lane 3, Arabella Johnson with that incredible comeback in the 400 IM to take the win by 1/100th of a second. And that was all in the last 15 metres. So we could see this lead swap and change throughout.
Also getting in the mix in this opening 100 is Sophia Beaton out in lane 9. She was second after that butterfly leg. She's coming right up alongside Hannah in this backstroke. She's just giving herself every chance before we move into this breaststroke.
Yeah, she's certainly setting herself up with the best possible opportunity to try and hold on, but already starting to see Arabella Johnson push through the field in the backstroke. Hannah still out in the lead, but that underwater has already seen Arabella pop up in front.
It's just a bang and gone here in this breaststroke leg, and it's her teammate that's going to be doing the chasing of her.
Yeah, Taryn in lane 4. She's conserved a little bit more energy than the other girl. She also probably hasn't quite had the heavy program that Arabella has, so she's trying to use that to her advantage and be able to catch up here too. Both the Geelong girls starting to push their way through. Sophia Beaton over in lane 9 though. She's still hanging in there with a chance. She's still now in that bronze medal spot. So Hannah Buchanan just behind her, and also Miller has really caught up in this breaststroke leg as well.
So it's all on for those minor places as we come underneath and into the final leg. So with 25 metres left to swim, we knew who our winner was going to be from that start of the breaststroke when Arabella Johnson popped up, accelerated away, and has continued that through the second half of this race to take out a nice, impressive time of 2:30.58. Taryn, her teammate, in second place, with Sophia using that early speed to hang on to third out in lane 9.
Yeah, great work.
Introducing the finalists of event 76, the boys 14 and 15 years 200 metre individual medley, sponsored by Geelong Swimming Club. In lane 0, Rex Brocklesby from South Gippsland Bass Swimming Club. Lane 1, Thomas Saha from Warragul Swimming Club. Lane 2, Sebastian Mansfield from Bendigo East Swimming Club. Lane 3, Joseph McInerney from Warragul Swimming Club. Lane 4, Oliver Callio from Ballarat Gold Swimming Club. Lane 5, Jacob Riches from Geelong Swimming Club. Lane 6, Xavier Gray from Sale Swimming Club. Lane 7, Cooper Scott from Wodonga City Swimming Club. Lane 8, Oliver Dyer from Sale Swimming Club. Lane 9, George Kitson from Geelong Swimming Club.
Going to the academy to do that, or would you do it in Geelong? So, because we do it in Geelong, Brisbane, the part-time mechanical engineering, and then...
So we're off and racing here for our boys 14-15 200 metre individual medley final. And in lane 5, Jacob Ritchie leads through this opening 25 of Butterfly, with Oliver coming alongside him. And it is the centre of the pool where the action is at.
Yeah, we expected Jake to be out quick in this fly. He did go a 59 in his individual butterfly race earlier, and he's taken this one out nicely. Oliver Callio, he's been very intense, especially in the backstroke, so I expect this leg to be where he starts to push right up alongside, and if not, gain a little bit of a lead here. And then we look to those more outside lanes. Keep an eye on Xavier Gray. He's been in amongst a lot of the medals across the weekend, as has Cooper Scott. And then there's some fresher names within this side of the pool. So a few athletes who come into this final maybe haven't had quite the heavy program of the others, and they're going to have those legs down the last lap.
So it was a really strong backstroke there from Oliver. He'd moved from second place, half a body length behind, to over a body length clear of Jacob through that backstroke leg. As we now move into the breaststroke, the boys are maintaining a body length difference between them and are 5 metres clear of the rest of the field.
Yeah, we've almost got 2 races on our hands at this point. It's the race for that gold medal. Jake's still staying just in touch with Oliver, but it is slowly increasing that lead that he's had in the breaststroke. And then the race for the bronze medal is well and truly underway now between those outside lanes of Joseph McInerney and then Xavier Gray, as well as Cooper Scott.
So with 35 metres left to swim, it is a really strong swim from Oliver, but Jacob's starting to make some ground in this final 25. So it was over a body length with 50 metres left to swim. With 15 metres left to swim, it's coming up to shoulder, and they go underneath the flags. He's trying to hold on, and he will hold on there from Oliver Caleo. Takes it out just ahead of Jacob Ritchie's. The battle for third is very tight, flying home on the far side of the pool.
Oh. Super, super tight. An extra stroke from Xavier might have just cost him the bronze there. It will go to Joseph, just 1/10 of a second ahead, but a great race from the boys there.
So we're about to move on to our favourite part of the session, which is our relays. We've got a jam-packed conclusion of this final session. They'll be kicked off with our mixed 4x50 medley relay. So it's a day for the medley relays before we wrap up the session with our 17 and over 4x50 freestyle relays. So that's all 50-metre relays this evening. Starting off with our open medley relays, which are mixed, so that we'll have 2 males and 2 females from each club. And once again, it's been a fantastic afternoon of action here for our finals on day 2 of our 2026 Victorian Country Long Course Championships. So our technical officials are just getting our first heat ready to go. We are going to have the 3 teams in this opening heat. So it is the opening heat here of our 4x50 metre mixed medley relay, and it is Geelong Sharks 18 swimming out of lane 4, who are getting off to a rapid start in the backstroke leg.
Really hard to tell this. It's a medley relay and it's mixed. It's like you can put guy, girl, guy, girl. You know, you've got your backstroke, breaststroke, butterfly, freestyle. Yeah, it could be anybody's race here at the time.
And so at the conclusion of this opening 100, it will be Geelong and Shepparton who are going to be neck and neck, and both of them have used 1 male athlete, then 1 female athlete, but in the reverse order. And so Shepparton have now moved into the lead as they approach the breaststroke to a butterfly changeover. So they lead by a body length over the Geelong Sharks, and Warrnambool sitting in 3rd place. They're going to come home with both their male athletes in the second half.
Yeah, let's see if the Warrnambool male athletes can catch up.
So it is very tight out in front as we come underneath the flags. Shepparton is holding on to a slight lead over Geelong Sharks, but a really strong last 25 from Geelong reduced that margin.
Yeah, the British strategy, they won the mixed medley relay at the Olympics, are the slowest. You put your female swimmers, you put your male swimmers into the slowest event, so breaststroke and backstroke. So
in the opening heat, it will be Geelong Sharks who comes in to touch in a time of 2:08.63, ahead of Shepparton, with Warrnambool in 3rd place. So we've had the opening heat of our mixed medley relay. We've now got heat 2 behind the blocks. And there does look like to be a bit of a leaning towards having our females on backstroke here in this second heat, but we do still have a few of the male athletes.
Yeah, Olympic finalist Ash Delaney.
Yeah, I was a bit worried some of the swimmers might have been feeling a little bit nervous having an Olympian next to them.
Yes.
But I was talking to the girls from Bendigo East just before, and I think they were actually excited.
In the water, we have heat 2 of event 79, the mixed 4x50 metre medley
But
relay.
Ash is not going to have
in
it
lane
his
0,
own
Traralgon
way.
Swimming Club B.
No, he's
lane
got another
1,
guy up
Bendigo
against
East
him.
Swimming Club B.
Yeah, Jack
Lane
Lanyon
2,
leading off for the
Traralgon
Ballarat
Swimming Club
Gold
A.
team is doing
Lane
really well.
3,
And then
South
over
Backside
in
Bass Swimming
lane
Club
9,
A.
Eamon McCarthy
Lane 4,
from Warrnambool.
Bendigo East Swimming Club A.
He's flying through this
Lane
first
5,
50 as well.
Ballarat Gold
So it
Swimming
will be
Club A.
lane 5.
Lane 6, Ballarat Gold
So,
Swimming Club B.
Yeah, they'll be thinking
Lane
Olympic
7,
scout there,
Geelong
those
City
two
Swimming Club
boys.
A. Lane
You're doing a
8,
great job,
Geelong
Ash.
Swimming Club A.
So as
Lane
we
9,
move on to
Warrnambool
that
Swimming Club
breaststroke,
A.
it will be Ballarat Gold, who have put their male athletes at the front here, and they're going to hold a strong lead. Now moving through is Bendigo East with Cameron Jordan swimming that breaststroke leg. He's moved them up into second place and reduced that margin to just a body length.
Yeah, and they do have a slight advantage now that they started off with a female swimmer, so they still have another male to come, whereas the teams who put both the boys first, the lead they have now is going to be a lot easier to make up the deficit, because we do just know that in our open athletes, we do have faster males than females.
So with the last 5 metres of butterfly, it is now Bendigo East who have taken over the lead, and they lead ahead of Ballarat Gold, and sitting in third place is Traralgon.
Yeah, very hard for these male athletes to catch up. The girls have got about a 25-metre lead on them, so yeah, there's no way. You'd have to be faster than fast to catch that up.
It is actually the Ballarat B team trying to catch up to their A team here by the looks of things. They're going to be almost stroke for stroke onto the wall. Only 4 100ths separated the two Ballarat Gold teams, who finished just behind Bendigo East, taking the win in that one. And a new country event record as well there, dropping about a second off that 153.42 previously held by the team from Bendigo East that included Henry Allen. So these guys have gone a little bit quicker.
So we're continuing the medley relay action, and now we're moving on to the girls 14 and unders. We have 3 heats, so plenty of action here for our 14 and under girls in the medley relays. So in lane 3, we have Wangaratta A.
In the water is heat
Lane
1 of event 80, the women's
4
14 and under
is
4x50
Gippsland
metre
Water
medley
Dragons
relay.
A.
Sponsored by the
5,
Splash Factory.
Wangaratta Stingrays
In lane 3,
A. And in lane
Wangaratta
6,
Amateur Swimming Club A.
Ballarat Gold B.
Lane 4, East Gippsland Water Dragons A. Lane 5, Wangaratta Stingray Swimming Club A. Lane 6, Ballarat Gold Swimming Club B.
So we're moving on to our breaststroke leg here in our opening heat, and it is Wangaratta who lead through the 25-metre mark. Now moving up into second place is Wangaratta Stingrays. So it's Wangaratta versus Wangaratta through this opening stages as we approach the butterfly. Also making a strong second 25 is East Gippsland Water Dragons. So those three teams are going to be nice and close as we make our way through this halfway mark.
So through the start of this butterfly already, all three teams rejoining one another, and they were in a straight line for a moment, but a lot of momentum in the way of lane 5. The team from the Wangaratta Stingrays, they come into this with a 2:30 entry time. East Gippsland Water Dragons trying to stay with them. And that final swimmer getting ready for the ever-important changeover. It's all about timing it. You want to leave as quickly as possible when your teammate touches the wall without being that little bit too early.
Yeah, really strong changeover from Wangaratta Stingrays, and they're leading at the start of our freestyle leg, but coming up alongside them is East Gippsland Water Dragons. Those two teams are going to have a great battle down the final 15 metres of this opening heat for our girls 14 and under medley relay. They're just holding on to the lead, Wangaratta, that they established on that changeover, and they are going to take our opening heat out ahead of East Gippsland with Wangaratta Amateur in 3rd place.
In the water is Heat 2 of Event 80, the women's 14 and under 4x50 metre medley relay, sponsored by the Splash Factory. In Lane 0, Bendigo East Swimming Club B. Lane 1, Warrnambool Swimming Club A. Lane 2, Bendigo Hawks Aquatic B. Lane 3, Ballarat Swimming Club A. Lane 4, Ballarat GCO Swimming Club A. Lane 5, Ballarat Gold Swimming Club A. Lane 6, Benalla Swimming Club A. Lane 7, Shepparton Swimming Club A. Lane 8, Warragul Swimming Club B. Lane 9, Warrnambool Swimming Club B.
So through the backstroke leg here in our second heat, and it is Warrnambool Swimming Club who are leading with 15 metres left to swim in the breaststroke. With Benalla also swimming really strongly with Ballarat Gold A team now starting to make a move into second place. So it will be Warrnambool A who are going to lead at the halfway mark just ahead of Ballarat. As they come underneath the flags, it will be Ballarat who's actually taken over the lead as they come onto that wall almost simultaneously as we head towards our butterfly.
Yeah, look at the 3 heats of this, of the 14 and under girls. That's shows the depth in numbers that we have at these country championships in that 14 and under girls age group. Fantastic.
And it's still those two teams with Ballarat Gold and Warrnambool sitting in first and second place as we conclude our butterfly and move on to our freestyle leg.
I'm not sure whether these two girls will be able to see each other. They are quite a ways away from each other, but you never know. But Warrnambool and Ballarat Gold You can't separate it at the moment.
So with 15 metres left to swim, they're neck and neck here in Heat 2. They're coming underneath the flags, and who's going to take out Heat 2? They go into the wall together, but it will be Warrnambool. So Warrnambool Swimming Club has set the standard for our third and final heat to try and chase down, but a great race throughout that whole relay from both Warrnambool and Ballarat Gold there in Heat 2.
In the water is Heat 3 of Event 80, the women's 14 and under 4x50 metre medley relay, sponsored by the Splash Factory. In Lane 0, Terrelgan Swimming Club B. Lane 1, Geelong Swimming Club B. Lane 2, South Gippsland Bass Swimming Club B. Lane 3, Bendigo East Swimming Club A. Lane 4, South Gippsland Bass Swimming Club A. Lane 5, Geelong Swimming Club A. Lane 6, Terrelgan Swimming Club A. Lane 7, Warragul Swimming Club A. Lane 8, Bendigo Hawks Aquatic A. Lane 9, Wodonga City Swimming Club A.
So we're underway and moving through our breaststroke leg in our third and final heat of our 14 and under medley relays. And it is South Gippsland Bass who's taken over the lead just ahead of Geelong.
Yeah, they come in ranked first in this event, but Geelong, the hometown, certainly not letting them have it all their own way. It is Bendigo East sitting in third after their record-breaking swim just moments ago from their senior and open mixed team. Hopefully a little bit of motivation for the girls here as South Gippsland Bass holding off the swimming squad from Geelong, who do look like they're catching a little bit in this butterfly.
Yes, it's going to be a great freestyle leg here between our two teams in the middle of the pool. They're going to go underneath the flags and make this change over less than half a body length apart. So it will be South Gippsland Bass who lead into the freestyle leg. Geelong have come right up alongside them as they emerge from that changeover. And Geelong have now moved into the lead, but South Gippsland Bass is fighting nice and strongly to try and hold on. With 15 metres left to swim, they've responded. They've closed the margin ever so slightly. Geelong hold a very small lead, but South Gippsland Bass are flying home underneath the flags. They go in the wall together. What a finish there. And it will be Geelong who just get the touch. No, it was South Gippsland Bass. What a finish there.
What a finish. Gosh, I thought it was Geelong. I really did. That is how important that last stroke is onto the wall.
So we're
In the water is Heat 1 of event 81, the men's 14 and under 4x50 metre medley relay, sponsored by Beyond Bank. In lane 3, Warrnambool Swimming Club B. Lane 4, Ballarat Gold Swimming Club B. Lane 5, Geelong Sharks Swimming Club A. Lane 6, Seymour Mixed.
So we've got the 3 teams in the pool as we make our way down our breaststroke leg. It is Geelong Sharks off to a really strong start. As we make our way into the butterfly. So it is Seymour and District who are leading in lane 6. They're out in front comfortably and then putting together a really strong swim, with Darby Blackwell concluding his butterfly leg, and he's going to change over to Flynn Cox. And they've got a lead of almost 10 metres as they make their way into the freestyle, with Warrnambool sitting in second place. But it is all Seymour and District out in lane 6 who have controlled this race. As they come underneath the flags to take our opening heat out in a very swift time of 2:19.84. A very strong swim there from Seymour and District in this opening heat. Warrnambool coming in to touch in second place. As our final teams are making their way down to conclude our Heat 1 action.
In the water is Heat 2 of event 81, the men's 14 and under 4x50 metre medley relay, sponsored by Beyond Bank. In lane 0, Moe Swimming Club A. Lane 1, Bendigo East Swimming Club A. Lane 2, Warrnambool Swimming Club A. Lane 3, Ballarat Swimming Club A. Lane 4, Bendigo Hawks Aquatic A. Lane 5, Wangaratta Amateur Swimming Club A. Lane 6, Terralgan Swimming Club B. Lane 7, Shepparton Swimming Club A. Lane 8, Gisborne Thunder Swimming Club A. Announcing the results of event 80, the women's 14 and under 4x50 metre medley relay.
All right, so it's our second heat here of our time final. We've got one more to go after this, but the time set here can be part of those medalists, or ideally you'd want to sneak your team up into that top 10. It's our outside lane doing very nicely through his second swimmer, and that is the team from Moe in lane 0. Right up with them is the team in lane 5 from Wangaratta. So they're going to go through 1, 2 after the breaststroke.
So we're now moving into the butterfly leg. It is the centre of the pool who has taken over the lead with Wangaratta holding a clear lead ahead of Moe, who's trying to hold on to second, but now Warrnambool's making a move. And Bendigo Hawks are also coming through.
Yeah, great butterfly swim from the team in lane 5. They will be first to hit the water with their freestyler. And now, though, there's about 3 teams all fighting it out for that second place spot between lanes 2, 3 and 4 as they motor home in the freestyle. It will still be Wangaratta holding off lane 2. The Warrnambool Swimming Club finishing very nicely here. It's not going to be enough, though. Wangaratta takes out heat 2 ahead of Warrnambool. And then in lane 4, it will be Bendigo Hawks touching in third out of the second heat.
In the water is heat 3 of event 81, the men's 14 and under 4x50 metre medley relay, sponsored by Beyond Bank. In lane 0, South Gippsland Bass Swimming Club A. Lane 1, Sale Swimming Club A. Lane 2, Geelong Swimming Club B. Lane 3, Wodonga City Swimming Club A. Lane 4, Geelong Swimming Club A. Lane 5, Warragul Swimming Club A. Lane 6, East Gippsland Water Dragons A. Lane 7, Warragul Swimming Club B. Lane 8, Geelong Swimming Club A. Lane 9, Ballarat Gold Swimming Club A.
So it was Wodonga City who led through the backstroke leg, but now taking over the lead is Warragul as we move down towards our breaststroke to butterfly, with Geelong moving into second place.
Yeah, really close between lanes 4 and 5. On those entry times, they should have a bit of a gap on the rest of the field, and it's going to remain close. I would imagine a good changeover from Geelong in lane 4. They went in slightly behind and they've popped up off that underwater in front once again. So cat and mouse between the Geelong Swimming Club and the Warragul Swimming Club throughout this 14 and under 4x50 medley relay. Still sitting nicely in that third place spot, the team in lane 3 from Wodonga City, and they've caught up a little bit on this 50.
It's definitely 3 in with a chance as we head into our freestyle leg. It has been Geelong who, though, have pulled out clear with 25 metres left to swim. That margin is starting to narrow once again. So Warragul Swimming Club is closing down on Geelong in the final 15 metres. Geelong's been leading for the last 100 metres. Can they hold on? Warragul's coming nice and strong as they go underneath the flags together. It will be Geelong who takes out the victory, and a big celebration there. Warragul in second and Wodonga City in third.
The women's 16 and under 4x50 metre medley relay. In lane 3, Kangaroo Flat A. Lane 4, Ballarat Gold Swimming Club B. Lane 5, Seymour and District Swimming Club A. And Geelong Sharks.
So the first heat of our 16 and under girls relay in the water now. Leading us through in lane 4, Ballarat Gold. All three teams pretty close on their entry time, but the team from Ballarat Gold, we saw a couple of their relays really step up before. Their B team almost out touching their A team, only 4/100ths of a second behind. So we know that they love to put together a really strong relay, and they're certainly showcasing that at the moment with a nice lead now ahead of our Seymour team in lane 5, and Kangaroo Flat just behind them in lane 3.
So we also do have a Geelong Sharks team swimming out of lane 6. They are getting a swim after they missed their event in the previous heat, so they are getting a chance to race.
These things happen.
We have such great technical officials that enable us to do this. So Geelong Sharks have the boys swimming out of lane 6, but still leading for the girls. In the centre of the pool is Ballarat Gold, the B team. With 15 metres left to swim, it's really tightening up though. Kangaroo Flats are flying down this butterfly leg.
Yeah, they've made up quite a bit of ground here, and timing on that finish almost looks like maybe they were the lead team for the girls to touch the wall. They're just ever so slightly in front of that Ballarat Gold squad. And now Seymour also starting to make a little bit of a catch up, so they're not too far behind either. I think these teams are going to go under their entry times as they come down now just under that 15-metre rope. The fight still going on between lanes 3 and 4, Kangaroo Flat and Ballarat Gold. It's going to be close onto the wall. Looks like Kangaroo Flat. They do get there, 2:33.21, just 1/10 of a second in front of Ballarat Gold, and then Seymour touching in third.
In the water is heat 2. 82, the women's 16 and under 4x50 metre medley relay. In lane 1, Geelong Sharks Swimming Club A. Lane 2, Shepparton Swimming Club A. Lane 3, Warrigal Swimming Club B. Lane 4, Terrelgan Swimming Club B. Lane 5, Ballarat Gold Swimming Club A. Lane 6, Wodonga City Swimming Club A. Lane 7, Wangaratta Amateur Swimming Club A. Lane 8, Ballarat GCO Swimming Club A.
We certainly do have a mixture of A and B teams in these heats early on. So, yeah, it's good to see in lane 4, really nice technique on that breaststroke from Terrelgan Swimming Club.
Yeah, so it's Millicent who's swimming that breaststroke leg for Terrelgan, the B team, and she's putting together a really good swim, but coming nice and strongly is Ballarat Gold with Sophia Beaton. We saw Sophia get that medal in that individual medley. She's gained some ground in that second 25. So they're our two leaders, and they've got a comfortable lead over a tightly bunched rest of the field.
Yeah, that she really did catch up there. So, yeah, it's going to be neck and neck on this fly, and then it's up to the freestylers to duke it out. Down here in lane 1 and 2, we have Geelong Sharks up against Shepparton Swimming Club, and then over on the far side too.
As the wind starts to pick up once again, it is Terrelgan who leads into this final exchange. just ahead of Ballarat Gold.
Yeah, nice change over there from the Ballarat Gold swimmer. But it looks like Traralgon are going to hold them off, I think. She is gaining a lead. A swimmer from Traralgon.
So it will be the Traralgon B team who come in and take out our second heat of timed finals for the 16 and under medley relay.
And then lane 7, Wangaratta Amateur come in there for third.
In the water is heat 3 of event 82, the women's 16 and under 4x50 metre medley relay. In lane 0, Bendigo East Swimming Club B. Lane 1, Warrnambool Swimming Club A. Lane 2, Ballarat Swimming Club A. Lane 3, Geelong Swimming Club A. Lane 4, Bendigo East Swimming Club A. Lane 5, South Gippsland Bass Swimming Club A. Lane 6, Warragul Swimming Club A. Lane 7, South Gippsland Bass Swimming Club B. Lane 8, Traralgon Swimming Club A. Lane 9, Warrnambool Swimming Club B.
So it was Bendigo East who led through the backstroke leg, but South Gippsland Bass has taken over control as we're 25 metres into this breaststroke. Also swimming really strong breaststroke leg is Ballarat Swimming Club. So they're our 1, 2, 3 with Geelong sitting in 4th place as we head towards our breaststroke to butterfly changeover.
Yeah, South Gippy Bass, great breaststrokers in their team. So we go clearly first, second and third there.
So it was a changeover from sister to sister from South Gippsland Bass. The Croattas have obviously been practicing at home as well as at training. This is a great changeover, and Claudia is now pulled ahead and leads by almost a 2.5 body lengths as she approaches her last 5 metres as we head towards our freestylers. So it will be South Gippsland Bass who hit the water first for our freestyle leg.
Let's go South Gippy Bass. I like to see people keep their lead, but yeah, coming back in lane 4, Bendigo East are storming back. I'm presuming that's Zia Fong Sutton.
So underneath the flags, it is still going to be South Gippsland Bass who just hold on a fast finishing Bendigo East with a Zia Fong Sutton. So it will be South Gippsland Bass who take out that title in a really strong 2:05. So congratulations to all of those swimmers from South Gippsland Bass.
In the water is heat 1 of event 83, the boys 16 and under 4x50 metre medley relay, sponsored by Harvey's of Highton. In lane 0, Geelong Shark Swimming Club B. Lane 1, Ballarat Swimming Club A. Lane 2, South Gippsland Bass Swimming Club B. Lane 3, Sale Swimming Club A. Lane 4, Warrnambool Swimming Club B. Lane 5, Traralgon Swimming Club B. Lane 6, Shepparton Swimming Club A. Lane 7, Echuca Swimming Club A. Lane 8, Wangaratta Amateur Swimming Club A.
Yet another stacked field, isn't it? So, but a good lead by lane 5. We have Traralgon Swimming Club. Who is that? Nick?
So in the pool is Tyler White at the moment, swimming the breaststroke leg, as he's going to change over to Harry, and they lead at this changeover, but it's really tight behind.
Wow, it is. It was like 3 touching directly after, wasn't it? Sale included in that group. Traralgon, Warrnambool and Shepparton are up there at the front.
And also Echuca.
Echuca, they've come a long way, haven't they, from the edges of the state?
But it is Traralgon out in front as they make their way to their final exchange over there. Still hold a body length and a half lead over Warrnambool as we move into our freestyle leg. So Traralgon establish their lead nice and early here in this opening heat of our boys 16 and under 4x50 medley relay, and they've held the lead throughout. It is a tight battle behind them with Warrnambool and Sale going neck and neck underneath the flags, but Traralgon take our opening heat out, and it will be Warrnambool touching for second place ahead of Sale in third.
In the water is Heat 2 of event 83, the boys 16 and under, 4x50 metre medley relay, sponsored by Harvey's of Highton. In lane 0, Geelong Sharks Swimming Club A. Lane 1, Warrnambool Swimming Club A. Lane 2, Bendigo East Swimming Club A. Lane 3, Traralgon Swimming Club A. Lane 4, Geelong Swimming Club A. Lane 5, South Gippsland Bass Swimming Club A. Lane 6, Wodonga City Swimming Club A. Lane 7, Ballarat Gold Swimming Club A. Lane 8, Warragul Swimming Club A. Lane 9, Ballarat Gold Swimming Club B.
And so it's Traralgon. We saw the B team take out the opening heat. The A team lead here with 15 metres left to swim in the breaststroke leg. But it is starting to tighten up with a really strong leg from South Gippsland Bass to move them into second place just ahead of Geelong, sitting a body length behind our leaders in Traralgon.
Yeah, that was a great change over there from Traralgon. Yeah, they really mean business, these boys. I saw them slapping themselves to get them all revved up.
And so Geelong are now making their move up alongside Traralgon with 10 metres left to swim here. So the rivals are going head to head here for our boys 16 and under relay, with Geelong going to hit the water first into our freestyle just ahead of Traralgon.
Double points are in it for these relays.
So with 25 metres left to swim, Traralgon have taken back over the lead just ahead of Geelong. It will be Cody and Daniel going head-to-head down these last 5 metres, but it is Traralgon taking another relay out ahead of Geelong, with South Gippsland Bass in third place. A really strong performance there from our athlete from Traralgon to take out the win there in our 16 and under 4x50 metre medley relay.
In the water is Heat 1 of event 84, the women's 17 and over 4x50 metre freestyle relay, sponsored by Geelong Swimming Club. In lane 3, Ballarat Gold Swimming Club B. Lane 4, Warrnambool Swimming Club A. Lane 5, Geelong Sharks Swimming Club A.
Yes! Come on!
What was Carly's?
So we're underway here in our opening heat of the 17 and over 50 freestyle relay. So they're going neck and neck, both Warrnambool and Geelong Sharks. And it will be Warrnambool who lead through at the halfway mark, ahead of Geelong Sharks. We have 2 heats here of our 17 and over event.
Yes, only 2 heats, so let's see if they've missed their heat and they get into the next heat, like last time. Our officials are very, very accommodating like that, aren't they? Well, here we go. Final 50.
So it has been Warrnambool who have slowly extended their lead over the opening 3 legs ahead of Geelong Sharks Swimming Club, and they're continuing to hold that lead of 5 metres. So it will be Warrnambool who take out our opening heat of our women's 17 and over 4x50 metre freestyle relay. Geelong Sharks in second place.
In the water is Heat 2 of event 84, the women's 17 and over 4x50 metre medley relay. In lane 0, South Gippsland Bass Swimming Club B. Lane 1, Wodonga City Swimming Club A. Lane 2, Terralgan Swimming Club B. Lane 3, Terralgan Swimming Club A. Lane 4, Ballarat Gold Swimming Club A. Lane 5, Geelong Swimming Club A. Lane 6, South Gippsland Bass Swimming Club A. Lane 7, Bendigo East Swimming Club A. Lane 8, Warragul Swimming Club A.
So it was South Gippsland Bass who led through that opening 50. Also swimming really strongly is Bendigo East. And those 2 teams are first and second, with Bendigo East taking over the lead as we head towards that exchange at the halfway mark.
Yeah, looking very good there, Bendigo East. And Geelong.
So Geelong are making their move down this third 50, with Brooke Briscoe moving herself into the lead. She's gone from third to first. Also swimming strongly is Terralgan A's team, with Emily Ortieri coming up to move herself into second place as we're heading into a nice tight battle down this final 50 for our women's 17 and over 4x50 freestyle relay. It is Geelong who are leading, and they've got a half body length lead.
Look at lane 4 though, Ballarat Gold.
Ballarat Gold are coming, Terralgan are coming with 15 metres left to swim. Geelong are holding on to their lead, but the other teams are flying home. Geelong come underneath the flags just ahead and will take out the title ahead of Terralgan, with Ballarat Gold in third.
In the water is Heat 1 of event 85, the men's 17 and over 4x50 metre freestyle relay, sponsored by Mattioli. In lane 3, South Gippsland Bass Swimming Club B. Lane 4, Shepparton Swimming Club A. Lane 5, Geelong Sharks Swimming Club A.
I haven't seen a hitch dive like that. The guy from South Gippy Bass, who was that? He did a hitch dive.
So that was Lachlan Pedersen.
Wow. Looked very good. Even this race is really close.
Yeah, so our opening heat of the men's are continuing the action that we just saw in the women's. As we make our way to the halfway exchange, it will be Geelong Sharks who leads just ahead of South Gippsland Bass, with Shepparton sitting in 3rd place. But they're all within half a body length as we attack this 3rd leg, and it is now South Gippsland Bass who's taken over a slight lead. Geelong Sharks holding on to 2nd place, with Shepparton storming through now as well.
Yes. Trying not to take too many breaths up this 3rd 50. Could be somebody said before they got in, those who lose by the beers.
And so as we move into our final 50, it is South Gippsland Bass who's holding on to a slight lead over Shepparton, and Geelong is trying to get back into the mix as well. With 15 metres left to swim, Shepparton have come right alongside South Gippsland Bass as they head underneath the flags. They're going stroke for stroke in this opening heat. They go into touch together, and it will be South Gippsland Bass who gets it by less than 1/10 of a second over Shepparton, with Geelong Sharks in 3rd.
In the water is Heat 2 of event 85, the men's 17 and over 4x50 metre freestyle relay, sponsored by Mattioli. In lane 0, Warrnambool Swimming Club B. Lane 1, Geelong Swimming Club A. Lane 2, South Gippsland Bass Swimming Club A. Lane 3, Terralgan Swimming Club B. Lane 4, Terralgan Swimming Club A. Lane 5, Warrnambool Swimming Club A. Lane 6, Ballarat Gold Swimming Club A. Lane 7, Ballarat Gold Swimming Club B. Lane 8, Warragul Swimming Club A. Lane 9, Ballarat Swimming Club A.
Well, some of these guys have removed the kicker so they can get an actual run up to it. Some of them have moved it to the front so they can take a step forward. Wow, they're taking it very seriously, these guys.
And it is Terralgan Swimming Club who are out in front in the centre of the pool, head of Warrnambool, with Terralgan B team sitting in 3rd. So that would be big on the points if Terralgan can get 2 teams onto the medal dais. Their A team lead, with Warrnambool in 2nd place and Terralgan's B team sitting in 3rd place, just ahead of Ballarat Gold.
But look at Terralgan B team storming down. It could be double points.
So with 15 metres left to swim, it is going to be Terralgan who are going to take the title out, and a really strong performance there ahead of Warrnambool, with Terralgan B team claiming the bronze.
And Ash Delaney got a good win in there tonight.
They gave it a run, Terralgan, to chase down their record set back in 2009 at a 1:37.13. They couldn't quite get there, but they were in control of that race from start to finish to take out our final event of this evening. That concludes the action of day 2 of the 2026 Mattioli Victorian Country Long Course Championships. We look forward to you guys joining us tomorrow morning and tuning in then.
Thanks, Nick.
And I'll see you tomorrow, Sam.
Yes, see you then.
Announcing the result for the 84.